Today I fucked up by sending fake homework to school for 2 months. So 2 months ago I had a problem. I wasn't doing any homework and I didn't really care that much until the day our teachers mentioned that our grades would be based on homework since they couldn't do exams. They didn't trust online exams and we couldn't go to school because of lockdown. So I was panicking thinking I was gonna get a very low score on all of my classes since I did at best 10 of the hundreds of homeworks given this year. So I decided that I should just submit fake homework. Basically I made a program that would find blank spaces in the page and fill them with pre-made images of calculations and such. Then I would just submit those. And it worked for like a couple months. But today my teacher found something wrong with my uploads and decided to take a look. He found out that none of the calculations I had on the math paper made any sense. Then he took a look at the other stuff I sent and found out that I'd been submitting fake homework for the past 2 months. Needless to say he told the other teachers about it and now I have to do 2 months of homework in the span of 3 days or I'm gonna be getting a 0 on my homework points. Too long didn't read. I was sending fake homework and they found out and now I have to do 2 months of homework in 3 days. Yet here you are wasting precious time on Reddit. Took them 2 months to start checking your homework? What the heck were they doing? Well, think about it from their perspective too. When you're in class you can just check them one by one with like 5 minutes of class time. When it's online there are hundreds of homework coming at the last day, maybe at the last hour of the assignment, so the teacher can't check them all. You're smart and hard-working enough to write a program that visually simulates homework, but not enough to actually do it. You are an odd duck. Life lessons, op. This was a major one. I think the life lesson in this is that your choices have consequences. You chose to not do the work. The consequence is that you do the work now, or you fail the class. Had you chosen to do the work, the consequence would have been that you would have some more free time, and possibly have learned something. Yes, I sound like a mom. I am a mom, and my own child made some choices in high school that had unpleasant consequences. Life lessons. Today I fucked up by mistaking dried bone broth for beef jerky and pouring it down my gullet. My wife and I have recently been trying to find different ways to lose weight. One of those ways involved changing some of our eating habits. About a month ago, she discovered a brand of protein bars that she started using as meal and snack replacements. She offered it to me a few times and I finally caved about 2 days ago. Instantly was amazed by the flavor and incorporated into my diet as well. Fast forward to today, and for dinner, we had a smaller than usual portion of food, and about 2 hours later, I was hit with a craving for more. She was in the wash, so I decided to creep into the pantry and see if we had any more bars that I could snack on. Saw the bag of bars, but then I noticed another pouch by the same company, that was next to the bars and unopened. This unopened pouch of secrets, not see-through, caught my eye with a curious wonder. Without actually reading the bag, I glanced at a few images and saw a cow on it. I knew I had hit the jackpot. This amazing brand who makes protein bars also makes its own beef jerky. Instantly, I went and opened the pouch with scissors and inside were small, skinny individual packaging. No matter. Nowadays, many beef jerky brands have come out with sticks, so I thought nothing of it. Since it was so small, I thought to myself, head back and bottoms up. Welp, as the pour began, a mound of powder hit the back of my throat. I had flashbacks to the cinnamon challenge I did like 10 years ago, vomiting face. I began to cough and was bewildered by this inconsistency with my expectations. While navigating a cloud of dust and saliva, I grabbed the parent packaging and looked underneath the cow to read, dried bone broth. It was like concentrated seasoning within my mouth. The overwhelming flavor was terrible at that volume and due to expectation management, ruined my snacking moment. After cleaning the mess I had created, literally spitting up this stuff and it was everywhere, I went to shower. My confused wife noticed me as I walked into the bathroom after her and asked why I was covered in powder. I told her what happened and she was in tears. She always gets in me for skimming everything I read and not paying attention, and this was a victory for her. For once, I had to just laugh at myself because she was 100% right. Apparently bone broth is becoming popular in the mainstream, so a lot of brands are are starting to branch out and sell it, and the brand who makes the protein bars had it as a promotional sample offer, hence the unique packaging. Too long didn't read. In a momentary lapse of judgment and increased greed, I attempted to consume a package of concentrated bone broth and made a mess in my home. Not super crazy, but definitely leaned to pay more attention. See if we had any more bars that I could snack on. Dieting is going great, I see. It used to be a Ben & Jerry's, haha. I think progress is made in steps and understanding your faults. I know I like to snack, so rather than focus on chips or candy, something slightly better with lower calories and sugars was the goal. Heh, at least you didn't eat some unneeded/empty calories. You didn't notice it was powder? Way the pouches were, they were very touch on the outside. If I had squeezed it like it was some kind of jelly, I might have. Instead I really felt it for texture. My wife would kill me if I put her in the wash. I think you would probably kill her if you put her in the wash. Well, if her dieting, consider it a win. It killed her craving for a snack. Today I fucked up by ripping my frenulum whilst going down on a girl. This was a few years ago, but I was dating a girl and things were getting steamy one night and we head off to the bedroom. We start with some foreplay action and I love going down on a girl, so I start heading downtown. You guys know the drill, draw the alphabet with your tongue, etc. Now this relationship was new, so we were still getting to know each other's bodies. I start slow and pick up the pace. I like stopping when I think she's on the edge and stop cold to build tension, and I do this a few times until she is visibly annoyed and we laugh and I know it's time to wrap things up. I reset the alphabet and to let her know it's time, I wrapped my arms around her legs and she held my head with her hands to lock me in place. I increased the intensity and when I reached L I could tell she was close, so I keep on L and increase intensity. At this point it has been maybe 30-40 minutes. My tongue is getting tired but I couldn't stop, so I pushed forward. I think the edging build up might have backfired because she seemed to feel like she couldn't get there as easily as she thought, but I kept pushing forward. She seemed to have responded well, so I knew I was doing it right. Through exhaustion and pain from my tongue she reached climax and I lay back resting and we cuddle for a bit. But I start feeling a stinging sensation underneath my tongue. I am confused, so I excused myself to the bathroom and I see that my frenulum is torn and bleeding. I grab some tissue and walk out and we have a laugh about it. What I didn't know was that for around 3 months that little tear would heal then open up again. When it finally healed fully, I am left with a small scar on the frenulum. Too long didn't read, went down on my GF too long and too hard and ripped my frenulum, which took 3 months to heal and gave me a permanent scar. Also till, the part that connects your tongue to the base of your mouth is called a frenulum. Now that's commitment. You are a keeper. I forgot there was a frenulum in your mouth as well, and I was so confused thinking you snapped your banjo string while giving head. You can say you damaged your tongue eating some girl v. That shit is badass. I would tell this story on the dinner I meet my girlfriend parents, definitively would also show the scar as a proof. You have several frenulum in your body, one other is the banjo string on the top of your penis, had to have surgery on mine, kept tearing during sex. It's not great fun, lol.